Go on.
Right, muckers. So, in this episode, the Detroit 671. As you'll know, I've been working on that and getting that to a position where hopefully we can get it turned over and maybe fired up. But in order to do that, I had to mount it. It was just strapped to some pallets while I was working on it. It came out of a loading shovel. And obviously in the loading shovel, it's got its own carrier and frame and brackets and everything. I wanted it to be standalone. So it's on a Detroit 671 frame from another engine, but with a different flywheel housing, so the mounting plates and all the engine mounts are different. So we had to fabricate them. Well, to be exact, Kimberly did, because she likes all the, you know, the welding and cutting and all that sort of stuff. We got that all dialed in, fantastic. So then it's stable. Once it's stable, connect a bit of fuel up and a bit of power, and try and get a noise out of it. So, best we have a look at it then. Roll the titles.
Yeah, you've done all those.
So I'm just going to weld it up now.
Good. Right, well, we'll let you get on with that then. And just stitching the corners all up. Right, so we now took the engine off that frame, flipped that upside down, so Kim's now going to weld the new frame onto the old frame. So that'll be the bottom, that'll be the top when it's flipped back up the other way. And we can put fork pockets in this, is the plan. Rather than having to lift the engine on the lifting points, or we can actually just put fork pockets through this. Job's a good one.
You have learned much, young one.
So that, combined with a generator, plus that, gives us portable plasma cutting. So, not a bad little setup. Right, so for the front engine mounts, what a bit of vibration damping. So we'll sandwich these in between these. You know what these are? What do they look like? Wayne Gretzky would be proud.
Here's the great Gretzky!
Yeah, they're hockey pucks. Proper hockey pucks. And yeah, they do a good job as mounts. So that's what we're going to use. So there we are, look. Proper sleeve fork pockets all the way through. That gives us the height we need to clear the sump, but we've also reduced the overall height in the cradle itself at the same time. Absolutely brilliant. The next thing we need to do is stick a starter motor on there and see what happens. At this point it's just a dry run to see if we can get it to actually fire. So there's no coolant, we're not going to run it for long. This is our line in from the pump to the head, supplying fuel. This is the return to the excess fuel, and yeah, that's basically it. The line drawn up for that one is down there. That's into the drum when we do that in a minute. We have a piece of wood ready to go on here, plus we've got the ESD which will shut off in there. So we'll set that. Yeah, bit of oil in the head there just to keep that lubricated. As I said, we're not going to go for an actual start. We'll just be able to shut it right back down if we need to. And Kimberly down here at the moment, just putting on an earth strap onto from the starter to the frame. So that's all done.
Yep.
Yep.
Sorted.
Airbox doors, got that one to go back on, other gasket to go on there. Just nip them up. That's it really, and then we'll just see what happens. So we can get anything out of it. Right, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need this. If you like your Detroit stuff, the other good channels to watch, obviously, Bus Grease Monkey, KT3406E. It's really good. The one I really like is Danger Marine. All right, they're really good channels and they've got lots of Detroit content. Right, let's get on. Right, so we're all set up here. You alright? If anything good, if I tell you to get out, seriously, get to the door, pull that pipe as you go out the door. That drum.
Okay, is that right in there then?
Yeah, just pull it out and then let go there. Right, we're set on there. Just turn it over. Yeah, turn over. Go on.
You're going to give it an E then?
No, not. Give it a little squirt now. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. You just hold it there. You hold it on the governor. Just hold the governor there. Okay. Again, we'll just say I don't want to run for too long because we're running the.
It was at this point that I discovered that the governor had broken up inside. Now, although I was controlling everything on the rack manually by hand there, inside the governor, we thought we were altering things on there as well. Part of the time it was actually catching and working. Subsequently, when I've taken the top off and had a good look, part of it's broken away, so it's only working part of the way, which can allow it to do this.
That's clear, right? Fucking lovely. Oh yeah, all the stuff. What a treat. Love the sound of the Detroit when she barks out. Right, we'll put her on there. Right, come back in. Let's have a. Hang on. Come on. What a treat.
So there we are. No harm done, bit of fun, cleared her out. All the smoke and cheeks. Man, because I'd been sat in there while I've been working on it, we've been doing other stuff in the workshop. Stuff had been falling into the exhaust manifold. I hadn't noticed. And when it went, because all that happened, as I said, the governor took over and it just went past where it was meant to stop because it was broken up inside. And I've had the top off since and seen all that, which we're sorting out now. But yeah, I was able just to shut it straight down. A lot of people lose their heads and run But, you know, as I said, I had a piece of wood, I could have shut it down, the ESD, I could knock that down, and I just closed her up and she just shut straight down. So, no big dramas. And people say, oh, I run away. Didn't run away at all. All they do is they just go out the ketchup, just rev straight out, flat out. That's it. That's all they do. And they sound like they're doing like 9 million RPM, but they're not. They're a two-stroke. So, yeah, no dramas. Cleared her out, job's a good one. But anyway, getting all those bits addressed now, and yeah, the next thing we ought to be doing really is getting the cooling pack put on, which is off the 471 that we saw in the last video. That's why I got it. So I'll get the 471 fired up. You gotta do it, ain't you? You know what I mean? 471 fired up, strip all the cooling pack off, put it on the 671, get another rad then, just a standard rad. That's all I want on the 471. Put that back on the, so that's a running unit. 671 will be a running unit with a nice rad and the cowling and everything's good. Job's a good one. Now, the shop, I can't believe how well that's been going, muggers. So thank you for that. And we've been trying to get stuff out the door, you know, every few days, get a batch completed and done, and then out and sent. So as I said, we're just trying to keep up with demand, with the supply as well, and that's the biggest problem, supply. But we are getting supplied, as I said, on a regular basis, and we're just trying to keep the two together so there's not too much of a stretch and a wait for people. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. And I think the way things are going, by the next video that you see, which will probably be that the AEC Matador one, I reckon we'll hit a number and we'll be able to give the actual closing date for the whole thing. So we'll be able to say, look, we're going to close it on this date, and you know, if you want a chance to join in and you know, the old major, then yeah, get your shirts and jobs are good. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. So, and those of you that already started receiving your stuff, you know, the feedback's been brilliant, and I'm glad you'll like it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Right, muckers, question time. So this one again is over to you guys. So, with everything we've got going on at the moment, me and the Fud Weasel and whatever projects we've got, we're starting to clear through a few of them. And that's opening up a bit of space and room for other projects. Now, just so you know, I've been looking lately at a little Dexter, Fordson Dexter. I think that sort of goes well with the major, you know, and once the major's gone, there'll be more room to put another machine. So I thought, well, that'll fit in there well. And that also, you know, you got the evolution of that, then really to like the 3000, haven't you? Sort of Dexter, that then sort of grew up, Super Dexter and whatever, and you got like the 2 and the 3000 sort of thing. Then on the other side of that, we've got the Fud Weasel with his Massey 165, and he said that he actually wants to get a 175. So you got the evolution of that, 165, bigger one, 175. So I'm going down and he's going up. But with everything else we've got going on, we really, you know, if we're going to look at whatever project we do focus on, it's got to be one or the other. So you'll be seeing the major, obviously, as we're doing that, ready for that to be gone, and 3000. You'll be seeing the Fud Weasels 165 as well. But, muggers, which one do you want to see next? As far as the next tractor project goes, do you want to see the little Fordson Dexter, or do you want to see the Massey 175, the bigger brother of the 165? Put your answers in the old squid pit below, all right? In the old comment section, we'll have a look, and it just gives us a bit of idea, you know, which ones you guys want to see. And I know some of you will go, oh, both. We have to limit the time we've got each week to film something, to look at each project, to see. So, but like I said, that's the choices. So in the old squid pit, just put Dexter or Massey, and that's up to you, muggers. So there we go, muggers. Got tons coming up. It's just getting all the, you know, all of it done, and there ain't enough hours in the day. Mate mine the other day said to me, he said, you're looking all stressed out. He said, you ought to do some yoga. Look, I got time for that.
What do you think of that old yogurt?
What, yogurt?
No, that old yogurt.
Both bollocks.
So that ain't gonna happen. Right, the next video, as I said, will probably be with my mate Matt and the old AEC Matador trucks, because a lot of you seem to have a lot of interest in that. And yeah, I reckon by then we'll hit our number for the old major and t-shirt thing. So I'll announce the closing date for that then. So there's still time for you to join in with that. And you can get the stuff, obviously, as you know, on you know, my site, which is www.lordmuckshop.com. And once this is all done, we'll be adding other stuff to it, the shop, as we go along. But as I said, I just want to concentrate on this at the moment while we get this done. And once the old major's gone, well, we can get on and put some other products on there. But yeah, it's all good stuff, muckers. Oh, on cue. So, is it time to go now, is it? Have they got to go? Apparently that's it, muckers, for this week. So until the next one, do well.